Yo, yo, yo. I think I fixed the shit. It was bugging out on me. But I'm back. I'm live. I just wanted to be live. I wanted to be in real time. I didn't want to make a video today. But yo, the free agency shit is fucking crazy, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm kind of pissed off. I'm kind of pissed off about the way this free agency thing is moving. All right, good looking, man. Yeah, I had to get it right. I'm kind of pissed off at the way how this free agency thing is moving, man. Cause like, if we let LeGarrette Blunt walk, in my opinion, if we let LeGarrette Blunt walk, we setting ourselves up to not be as explosive in the backfield. We need to keep LeGarrette Blunt. I don't give a fuck about Haloti Nada. I'm not gonna lie. I like Nada. I like the idea of having all these defensive linemen, but it's just not. I mean, it's whatever at this point. We got enough defensive linemen. We need to focus on re-signing Blunt. You know what I'm saying? We could draft another D lineman. Yes, you gotta keep Nick Foles and you gotta keep Jay Ajayi. Those are two people you gotta keep. Those are two people you gotta keep. I just don't understand why what's good, yo. I don't understand why LeGarrette Blunt is talking with the Lions. He should have been locked up for another year. Why are we even letting it get that far? I knew Torrey was gonna be gone. I knew Vinny Curry was gonna be gone. But why in the hell is LeGarrette Blunt even out shopping around? Detroit is trash. I'm not worried about Detroit as a team per se, but I'm worried about keeping what we got. Because at the end of the day, I don't think Ajay is an every down back. I think Ajay can the violent running style that Ajay runs with can make him it can make him injury prone. It can make him he could get hurt at any given time. We better sign Blunt because right now he in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? We better sign Blunt because he in Detroit right now. Ajay runs too violent. Back at you with the back at you, bro. Ajay runs too violent and Ajay could get hurt. Clement is too small. You know what I'm saying? Clement is too small. You cool too, man. Germany, what's up, man? I got you. I'm going to Germany pretty soon too, man. I gotta get your info. I gotta link up with you. Me and my sister-in-law gonna take a trip. Might go to Germany or something. But yeah, yo, it's just it's out of control that we letting it get this far where Blunt is. Why do we need Sue? Why do we need Sue? We don't need Sue. Sue need us. Sue needs us. No, I don't want Jeremy Maclin either. Sue needs us. You know what I'm saying? And I read that bullshit report about Jeremy Maclin saying that it was a narrow it was narrow between it was a narrow decision, but he went with the Baltimore Ravens last year instead of coming back to Philly. Well, you narrowly missed the ring then. That's your decision. Don't try to come back now because we eating. We wouldn't even probably be on your decision if we didn't win the Super Bowl. Go ahead, Macklin. We don't want you, man. Curry's out of there. We need to let Curry go now to free up that cap space now so we can sign Blunt. I think Blunt needs to be signed for like another year, and we need to extend the Jai. We got to keep Blunt because having those three running backs, yes, we better keep Foles. I think it's going to be some sleeper running backs in the draft. But it's not going to be no running backs in the draft that's going to have the impact that Blunt, Ajay, and Clement have collectively. You got to play a couple years to be able to do that. Clement is an exception. You know what I'm saying? Clement really could catch. He really could run. He really know how to follow blocks. Blunt and Ajay were wearing defensive lines and linebackers down. Those dudes were scared to tackle those guys some games. They were running with power. We can't lose that power in the backfield. No, I'm looking at Blunt because Blunt scored in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Blunt scored more touchdowns in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl than Ajay did. You know what I'm saying? Blunt is a force to be reckoned with. People don't be wanting to tackle Blunt. Blunt can run. Blunt. If you get in the red zone, Blunt is liable to take it home all the way. You know what I'm saying? Ajay needs a little more space than Blunt. But Ajay is also a good running back. Ajayi don't know how to get down sometimes. They feed off each other, man. They feed off each other, and I believe that they need to stay together so they can continue to grow. You know what I'm saying? Wendell Smallwood and all those other dudes who didn't see the floor, Barner, all them dudes that didn't see the field. We don't want to be stuck with those guys, man. We don't want to be stuck with those guys when we got 3 guys right now who doing the thing. That's what I'm saying. We need him towards the end of the season. We could let Clement and we could let Ajayi rack up yards. We could let Blunt do what he do. But towards the end of the season, playoff experience, winning Super Bowls, you need to keep LeGarrette Blunt. It's a no-brainer in my opinion. It's a no-brainer in my opinion. You know what I mean? To be shopping a dude around is ridiculous. And it's like, I think Sidney Jones going to move to the slot. I honestly think Sidney Jones going to move to the slot. They said Sidney Jones is a beast at Sidney Jones is a beast on man-to-man coverage, so he has to move to the slot. I have no idea what the Giants are going to do at number 2 because I really feel like Cleveland. Did Cleveland just get Carlos Hyde? So I don't know. I don't know if Saquon Barkley was it Cleveland that got Carlos Hyde? I think the Browns did get Carlos Hyde. I have no idea. I have no idea what the Giants are going to do. I have no idea what the Giants are going to do because the Browns still have that number 1 pick, and the Browns don't need a running back at this point. You know what I mean? They still got Crowell, and they still got they just got Carlos Hyde. Why would they get Saquon Barkley? I mean, fuck it, just to be greedy. They've been losing so long. I would still take Saquon Barkley, but if they pass up on Saquon, hey. I feel like we're gonna win the division too, but it's I'm not nervous about anything. Crowell's in New York now? No, I don't think so. I think Jonathan Stewart's in New York. I don't think so. I think Crowell's still there. But I'm not worried about anything, or I'm not nervous about anything or how anything is going. It's just too many people left out there in free agency right now. It's just too many people left out there. The Honey Badgers out there. Earl Thomas want to leave. If Dallas can somehow finagle those 2 safeties, that's trouble for anybody. You see what I'm saying? That's trouble for anybody, man. If Dallas can get the Honey Badger and if Dallas can get Earl Thomas, that is terrible for anybody. So I think we need to put our bid in for the Honey Badger. I think he want to come play. We need to put our bid in for the Honey Badger, man. Yeah, we play the Saints and we play the Vikings. I mean, this will come with being champs. We got that first place schedule, so every game gonna mean something. I think Wentz will definitely return the same. I think Wentz will definitely return the same for a lot of reasons. I mean, he just got to go out and play the same. A few things are going to change with Wentz with the way he ball, but this will make Wentz that much better of a pocket passer. We know he got one of the biggest arms on the field. We know he could get the ball out, but this is going to make him a dominant pocket passer. I mean, with the knee injury, I think he's going to come back. I think he's young, man. He's young. This ain't the same injury it was 20 years ago. You know, John Elway played with a brace most of his career. Tom Brady played with the brace for a few years after this injury. I'm not worried about Wentz, but at the same time, you got to keep Foles, because if Wentz ain't ready week 1, if Wentz ain't ready until week 4, we gotta keep Foles. Then if we go 4-0, how could you really bench Foles? I mean, that's controversy that they got to deal with in the front office. But if I was the GM and Wentz ain't ready till week 4 and Foles going 4-0, I don't know if I could bring Wentz back while Foles is hot. Oh, so if Crowell with the Jets, yeah, Browns definitely got to get Barkley. But this is what I think the Browns should do. I think the Browns should trade that number 1 pick. If the Browns feel like they don't need Barkley, the Browns need to trade off that number 1 pick to somebody who really wants Barkley, like the Giants. You know what I'm saying? The Browns could trade that number 1 pick. Yeah, get the Jackrabbit. You got a number 1 pick. Yeah, I don't want to. He don't fit with what I'm trying to do, man. But what we did do that was so good was we did hold on to Foles. We let everybody in the league shoot their load. Everybody shot their load prematurely. Everybody prematurely ejaculated who needed a quarterback because they were so because we didn't budge on Foles. Imagine if we would have traded Foles to the Vikings. We trade Foles to the Vikings. Kirk Cousins ends up with the Broncos. Case Keenum ends up God knows where with the Cardinals, and then it's too many good quarterbacks spread out. Man, Bling Dynasty done, man. I retired Bling Dynasty. Bling Dynasty, man, I don't know what's up with that guy, man. I don't know what's up with that dude. That dude done. That dude Bling Dynasty gonna come back. He gonna come back as a Saints fan this year, man, with a whole new page, man. Get that dude out of here, man. Don't worry about no damn Bling Dynasty, man. What Bling Dynasty did was played itself. Hey yo, if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Lore_Brunson. 17,000 followers. I follow all my people back from the YouTube channel. All you gotta do is hashtag back at you with the back at you, and I make sure I follow all you guys back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm about to go hit the gym, man. You know, focus on these games for the day. I feel like we're gonna win. I feel like we're gonna win another Super Bowl or two within the next 5 years as well. But we gotta keep Blunt. That is critical. If we want to repeat, we gotta keep Blunt. Bling is garbage for that, man. Bling is garbage for that. Well, I'm gonna do some squats. No, I did legs yesterday. Actually, I'm doing back and shoulders today. No, I don't want J Mac back. I do not want J Mac back. Yeah, I'm doing back and shoulders today. I'll do a little pull ups, a little row, a little dumbbell row. I need to run the dicks and get me a back brace because that shit be having my back real stiff. No, I don't want McCoy back. I don't want McCoy back. I don't want Macklin back. I don't want none of them motherfuckers back. Even though like McCoy ain't want to leave, but what the fuck we gonna do with McCoy? What am I gonna do with McCoy? We're Super Bowl. We got a Super Bowl pedigree now. I don't want no running back running around holding the ball out like a fucking loaf of bread. McCoy been in the league damn near 10 years. Probably, I don't know how long he been in the league damn near 10 years, and he's still holding the ball out like a loaf of bread. Martavis Bryant, it's... I mean, I think we need to grab another offensive threat, but Martavis Bryant, you know, I got mixed reviews about Martavis Bryant because Martavis Bryant, for somehow in his fucking rabbit ass mind, thought he deserved more touches than Antonio Brown. So of course he's gonna come there thinking that he deserves more touches than Alshon Jeffries, which is not the case. I'll take Martavis Bryant as long as Martavis Bryant is comfortable with being a number 2. No, I don't want Sue. I don't want Macklin. You know what? I would take Macklin back before I take McCoy and Sue. I have nothing against McCoy. I got a McCoy jersey. I got nothing against McCoy. I still got my Shady jersey. Shady just don't fit what we trying to do. Shady don't fit what we trying to do. Our running backs get the ball and go. We one cut and go. We ain't dancing in the backfield, losing yards, putting the offense in a dumbass third down that we don't need to be put in. I'll take Deshaun back too. No, Nelson need to stay in the slot. Nelson need to stay in the slot. That Nelson is cooking. Nelson need to stay in the slot. Nelson need to stay in the slot. We could draft tight ends. Now this draft is heavy in tight end. Heavy in tight end. McCoy is our franchise rushing leader still. Hey, that's good. That's good for McCoy, but it ain't translating to a Super Bowl. I mean, if we was going to release Brent Selleck, then we should have signed Trey. So I do feel like we did Trey dirty. But I feel like Trey dipped off too fast. You know what I'm saying? Trey took the first offer available. Trey don't know what we had in store. I don't think the cornerbacks need no help. I don't think the cornerbacks need no help because we got that guy from the Panthers. I always forget his goddamn name. We got that guy from the Panthers. That guy statistically was the best in the league at the double move. Now, think about it this way. We beef up the defensive line. Now, We ain't worrying about too many double moves because you won't have that much time to let a play that long develop like a double move because we're coming. We're coming. So our cornerbacks know that we only got to cover for a short amount of time because we have a dominant front four. It'll be a freak nature of something happening with you being able to get a deep ball off on us. So I'm not really worried about, our corners. Our corners could actually stay the same. The loss of Patrick Robinson, it stung because I know Patrick Robinson still got a lot of game left in him, but it don't hurt us because we getting Sidney Jones back, who should come back at 100%. You know what I'm saying? Don't really hurt us. He said they didn't want to offer him. Did he ask them first? I mean, I find it hard to believe that we already had plans on releasing Brent Selleck and not signing Trey Burton and only keeping one tight end on the roster from a Super Bowl winning team. I find it hard to believe, man. I find it hard to believe, man. Trey, we could have signed Trey. Trey would have took a 1-year deal. Trey would have took like $4 million guaranteed if we wasn't going to sign Brent back. Trey already know the offense. I mean, that was just fucking stupid. That was just stupid, man. Trey Burton was amazing. Trey Burton caught a lot of crucial catches too. Almost every one of I talked about the Honey Badger a little bit. I just was saying we need to go do that and make that happen. Yeah. We definitely need to make that happen with the Honey Badger because I fear that the Honey Badger either going to go to the Giants or the Cowboys. And I don't really fear it because that don't make them a better roster than us still. But that's dangerous, man. If he go over there with Landon Collins, or if he go over there and they get Earl Thomas and a Honey Badger, that's a dangerous safety bet. That's dangerous, man. That's dangerous, bro. That's dangerous. We need to avoid situations like that, man. I mean, we could put our bid in for Honey Badger. Yeah, and you know what? Really, Trey Burton, especially Patrick Robinson, I do not fault Patrick Robinson for going and getting some money. Patrick Robinson was a first-round pick. He dealt with some injuries. He stayed hurt. Nobody wanted to sign him to a long-term contract. So what he did was, we were going to sign him for a few years, but he bet on himself. He said, I'm going to perform this 1 year, and then you're going to see my body of work. And then people will throw the money at me. And that's exactly what happened. Same thing with Alshon Jeffries. We signed him to a 1-year deal, let him bet on himself, and then we signed him in the middle when we knew we got something, when we knew it was real. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fault him for going out and getting that money, or Trey Burton, really, because it's a business at the end of the day. You could be on the outside looking in and nobody want to pay you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to go get your money. We could win the Super Bowl next year if we bring Blunt back. I don't want Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace would probably be an upgrade over Torrey Smith, but Torrey Smith played good in the playoffs. I think we need to draft a middle linebacker and a tight end, and an offensive lineman, and a running back. I think those are the positions we need to draft. We gotta draft the linebacker because who the fuck knows what's gonna happen with Hicks? But we got Kendricks. Kendricks is being shopped. Michael Kendricks is being shopped, so we never know what we're about to get back for that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't over by far, and we are still winning in free agency. We didn't start losing yet. You know what I'm saying? We ain't lose since we played the Seahawks. In my opinion, we ain't take a loss since we played the Seahawks. We win in the free agency game, but I'm just nervous because there's a lot more free agents out there on the market. Sign Blunt. Do not let Blunt walk away. Don't let Blunt walk away. You can't let Blunt walk away because now we have the offensive line, which is gelling, and they gelling with the running backs. When you keep your offensive line to your running backs, and your running backs know how your offensive line move, your running backs know they're going to pick this block up, they're going to create this space, they're going to do this and do that because I played with them. You got to keep that together, dog. You got to keep your quarterback, running back, and offensive line together. You can't keep changing that out, especially if you're trying to repeat. Sproles need to go. I don't know why the fuck Sproles is still on the books. Bring Peters back. Now, I was saying get rid of Peters, but I've been seeing a lot of Peters workout videos. Also Sproles, but I think Sproles is way too expensive just for a punt returner at this point. He ain't running the ball. He don't deserve no more carries than Clement. You got to keep Peters. If we let who go? Peters? If we were to let Peters go, we won't bring in nobody. That's Big V position. Big V earned that. Big V earned that. It was shaky at first, but Big V started molding into it. Big V earned that. We don't need to trade Jay Ajayi. That'll never happen. That'll never happen. That doesn't even make sense to trade Jay Ajayi. All three of those running backs must stay together because they are preserving each other. They are the reason why they're keeping each other fresh because they're not all overworked, which is why the defensive linemen stay fresh because there's so many of them and we rotate them out and they're not overworked. You see what I'm saying? The people that got the most work were the wide receivers, and those guys don't get hurt that often. Word, but yeah, let me hit the gym and we could be live all day. I'm gonna make an official video. I mean, I'm gonna be tweeting, I'm gonna be doing all this and that. I think my phone about to check out on me, but you know what it is. It's Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Lil_Brunson. All y'all, man, hashtag back at you with the back at you, and I'm gonna make sure I follow y'all back, man. You know it's nothing but love. I fuck with y'all heavy, man. I fuck with y'all heavy, man. All right, Jay. I think we should give Mack Hollins a shot at number 2, but we'll see how it go. We'll see. Approaching. Let's go, fellas. And that is the end of the video.